All right, bet. Run it. So today we're here with the one and only SYNTHEFIRE. How we feeling?
Feeling good, feeling
What do
great.
you got planned for this weekend? Thanksgiving Eve. How we feeling?
Thanksgiving Eve. I like that.
Thanksgiving Eve.
Thanksgiving Eve.
I'm actually going on vacation, but I'm gonna come back Saturday night. I'm supposed to have an event at the Navy Yard.
Oh
So
shit, for
yeah,
real?
there's that. Yeah.
Oh damn. Damn. All right, all right. Yo, what's it like? What's it like? Heavy question. First,
Mhm.
first thing, first thing first. What's it like being a female DJ
Sorry, I want
here
to
in New
move this
York?
camera a little bit.
Yeah, because I
So
can't.
it's just a little awkward. It's fun. It's like you know. I remember one time. I'm sorry to blow up my uncle's spot like that, but I remember talking to my uncle one time, and he was like, "Oh yeah, you probably don't know what you're doing," and yada yada. And I was like, "Okay." And at the time, I think he was saying that to try to protect me from, just going into music. Probably wanted me to do something more functional, but functional. Let me just clarify, functional. But honestly, it worked out. And I used to be when I like years later, I was like upset about it, but then eventually I was just like, it is what it is. He felt how he felt, and things are going how they're going. They're going good. So
Yeah. Is that the same uncle with the radio station?
yes, it is actually.
So when you first found out they're gonna do DJ, he just told you that kind of he never give you advice or
No, I mean he let me come to like his radio station, and I I got on a Dex, but that was like way earlier on. So he had it was probably like a Pioneer 1000 SRT or something like that. At the time when I got there, I'd only ever used I used the CDJ once, but I've only ever used like um your regular like Serato turntables or whatever. And so I was like, "Oh, what is this, bro? This is some different shit." But it worked out. It didn't work out that day, but like now it's working out obviously.
your experience with the Building Beats program.
Mhm.
What was that like, and
Mhm.
how'd you even find out about it?
That was actually me at the time. Now I think they'll be easier to find, but at the time I was actually homeschooled at the time, like through high school. I was homeschooled. So I didn't have access to a lot of shit. So I was just like, I need to get into music. I need to understand what's going on. What am I hearing? Why am I hearing all these patterns? Da da da. So I was just looking up like, different programs, and I kept looking up free programs in New York City. I probably typed that in 3,000 different ways. Free programs for music New York City. Programs New York City free. Free students, high school, all kind of keywords, like just whatever SEO was going to make something pop up. And then I think I probably went through like, how Google has the pages?
Yeah,
I probably went through like 50 pages or something like that.
50 pages.
Yeah, but just under different keywords.
Holy shit!
So eventually I found like their website, and I was like, fuck it, let me sign up. Let me not sign up, but I was like, let me like find out. And I think I got in touch with somebody, or I found their Instagram, and I was like, hey, can I pull up? And I pulled up, and they told me that really they were only doing like lessons in schools.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, oh, okay. But we stayed in contact, and eventually they had like workshops. So I went to one of the workshops, and it was actually hosted by it wasn't their workshop. It was Jyoti had just come from
Shout out
London.
Jyoti.
Yeah, shout out to Jyoti actually. She came from London, and it was at a boiler room spot, and it was like a couple of girls, and she taught us how to use the CDJ. That was my first like actual lesson. I mean, I had known a little bit about it before, like just watching YouTube, or there's actually another somebody else I have to shout out. Rob Zilla, he gave me another lesson before, like a basic intro. But yeah, she gave me like my first real, put together lesson. She taught us about BPMs and beat matching, and the Q button and the crossfader and stuff like
Wow.
that. Yeah,
So she was somebody who's like giving back to the community
yeah,
and just teaching a bunch of people how to
yeah,
use DJ equipment to do what they love.
yeah.
You
And
did
like girls specifically, I think she had traveled the world. Like she went to India. She went to like
to
to
do
teach.
that.
Yeah,
Oh
I mean
shit!
she
Yeah.
travels to DJ, but like apparently she held workshops like internationally.
Oh
So
sick.
yeah,
Yeah, I didn't know that about her,
yeah.
and I think that describes you as well, because you had another interview where you were
Mm.
talking about how you would want the people to remember you, like your community,
Yeah.
and how did you describe yourself?
Wait,
Do you
what was
remember?
no?
No, so you described yourself as somebody who wanted to inspire and help your community give back.
Yeah.
And what are you doing right now to embrace
Well,
the people?
Okay, so one thing about me, I definitely want to give back in the sense of like, eventually I might, I'm gonna host like some lessons, um, and workshops, probably in collaboration with Building Beats. But for me, when I say community and give back, it's more like the event that I had done. Shout out to Collective Focus Hub. And I was just like in a place where I was like, damn, the world is like so crazy, and I feel like I'm doing music, um, and the other stuff that I do in life, and you know, I was like, it's not like I don't have much. I don't have like money to just give away. Or I don't have like resources. I don't have power. I'm not in the government. I just started feeling like shit was kind of worthless. Like damn, like why didn't I pick like a civil engineering job or something like that? And I was like, I got to do something to help people. I just wanted to do something to help people. So I did like this event where like tickets were only $10, and then if you brought like food or clothes, it was like $5. And Collective Focus Hub has like a community center where they give away food, they give people support like emotionally and like with like life as well. They have like LGBT resources. They're really cool. They're really dope. They're doing like a lot of good things. So stuff like that. That's when I say like giving back to the community. Like I feel like as I go up more, that's something I want to do. Like I want to do like fundraisers and you know social justice or just like stuff people actually like people need. Like
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like food. Like you need food to live. You need shelter.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And like there's like certain things I've experienced that just help me realize like we live in a world where I think people should be able to work towards what they want, but damn, there's people who don't have anything. And when you experience that and you can empathize with people, it just makes you want to do more to try and solve that.
Yeah. Just that was impactful. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
That,
I'm so
that
sorry.
really
I'm
was
sorry. I
no
was
words.
rambling. I was rambling.
No,
That
no.
was that was real. That was real.
Yeah.
That
Thank
was
you.
that was the realest thing you could have said. I mean,
Thanks.
for people that have nothing, like I was just talking about. I gave a speech about the growth mindset, and it was like, yeah, you can have all these mindset things, but when the circumstances just aren't providing, like it fucking sucks.
It's like a loop too. It's like when you're down, just more down shit just keeps happening. Like people. I'm not to say people are particularly privileged for this, but let's say you have your parents, you have some kind of startup of, even if it's like not a lot of money, like any kind, and then imagine like more and more, like some people have great bases, but if you start at the bottom, like the bottom, it's easy for things to just keep going wrong, and it's a cycle that keeps you at the bottom. And like one person's problem would be like a sunny day for someone else.
That's what I'm saying. And that's what I learned is too. Like, Drake said this, and this is like a funny like Drake quote. But when he said more money, more problems,
I'm like,
replace the word money with like anything else. So like the more you move up into like any kind of like profession and all that, the more you move up. Yeah, I'm trying to.
you gotta turn the mic.
Okay,
Yeah.
is that better?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's better.
All right. This just looked cooler. Like the
Yeah,
way
it
I
does.
see it,
It's
it just
just
looks
my
cooler.
filter.
I'm like, look at this like tape over here. So it looks a lot cooler. The way I see
'Cause
it is that like
It peaks. It peaks sometimes. You gotta be like right here.
okay, got you. So here, I'm just deep throat it then. But basically, like the more like this is what I'm realizing it too, because like say I'm like a 5-year-old, my biggest issue is like how to get gum out of my hair once I like sleep in it.
Yeah.
But once you're in like your mid-20s, like your big issue is like, damn, I need to get a house. I need
How
to
the
move
fuck
out.
am I gonna pay my rent?
How am I gonna pay rent? Like, what am I gonna do for the rest of my life? Like, do I want to sit in like an office chair for the next 60 years and like die? It's like fucked. Oh, Chica's back. Be a pimp. But yes, I'm rambling right now. But that's just basically it. I get it. I also don't want to steal the show from Chris because I know Chris has questions prepared and all that.
But the last thing I wanted to say, I just want to come here and say this. A lot of people. So I'm not somebody you won't see me like posting on my story or nothing like, oh I just want to build. Oh, like, okay, you won't see me like you won't see me like posting like, oh, like everything like, oh, I'm trying to build community, da da da. Like you won't see me like say stuff like that a lot and stuff like that. I know some people will probably look at me funny for that or whatever, but a lot of people, they say they use the word community a lot as like a buzzword,
Yeah.
because what they really mean is they want fans, and I think that's perfectly fine. That's perfectly fine. It's okay to want fans. It's okay to, but stop talking about like y'all are diluting what people mean when like when they say community. Like there's people I know. Like I'm gonna shout out my collective
Yeah.
elsewhere.
Elsewhere. That was
Three
one of
three
my
three.
questions. Yeah.
They're one of the most
Shout out
community
elsewhere.
focused people. Like I'm talking about within music.
Yeah.
They put on for themselves. They put on for other artists. They accept people. They accept people as they are.
Yeah. I think
We
that's
accept people as I'm part of elsewhere as well.
that's special.
Yeah, it's really special, and they're not like money focused, and you know what I'm saying. Like they're very much about like creating something impactful for the community that's here, like the underground community
Yeah.
that's here.
You described yourself as punk. Would you
Yeah,
describe
it's
yourself
very
punk? Like
me personally. Like
what did
I'm
no?
kind of
I just saw like a post, but
yeah.
how
They're
would you
very.
describe it? How would you
I would
describe
describe
it?
elsewhere. So basically, we're just like a bunch of friends, like
Yeah.
that like came together, and we were just going to events and stuff like that. We started putting together resources so that we would have a space to perform,
Yeah.
and other people would have a space to perform as well. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people who are able to perform for free sometimes, or for $5 or something like that, and we just put together, you know,
You guys put together like a platform.
Yeah.
put together a
Definitely.
platform, put together resources and stuff like that. So we were like paving our own way basically.
That's back to what you were saying about like diluting the word community. That's the way I
Mhm.
see community. Like
Yeah,
coming together to make something to help support others. That's kind
it's
of like
it's
a
like
base.
for us by us basically.
It's like
And not everybody. That's what I'm saying. Like what I keep seeing is that not everybody's like that, or they'll do some things for it, and then but it's like
They'll get
I don't.
lost in it.
That's what I'm
They'll
saying.
get
I
lost
don't
in it.
claim to be the biggest community head. I never do. But I hate seeing people claim it when really by their actions, I'm like,
You
you're
want fame.
focusing on you want fame,
Yeah.
and that's fine. Like I relate to that. And I'm saying it's just like I don't like how the word gets diluted because I think community is important.
I think community is like a group of people who are gonna support you and
Yeah.
guide you in the right way. So like, let's say if one of us here like makes a mistake,
Mhm.
right, or isn't going with their, I guess, artistic values and where they
Word.
want to go, you'll have people there to either check you or
Mhm.
be like support you that you're going in the right direction,
Right.
and they
yeah, the
grow you.
support.
You know, they grow you. Like you're with people who
Mhm.
who grow you. Like these guys,
Mhm.
Brian over here, Alan,
Mhm.
all of them have given me either mindset
Shout
or
out Chica.
shut up, mindset or like any other like type of support to just grow it. And I mean, we've gotten really far from where we started.
Yeah.
And
Cause support. That's what I'm
I
saying.
think
Like,
we
see
should
how
get like
you-
friendship bracelets and all
you
that. at
guys
this
pour
point.
into each other, right?
yeah,
That's what I'm saying. That is community. Like the one way pouring is not community.
no,
That's you got to call it what it is.
yeah,
You can't use that word to try and like
You give some to get some. Like
Word.
that applies to like everything.
I know
Yeah.
what you mean. Like,
It's
a
like
lot of
peak.
people use community as a way of profit
yeah.
instead of what the true meaning of community is.
Mhm.
yeah. They want subscribers,
So I'm
right?
like, yeah, just don't use that word. Don't use that word when you're doing that. You know.
But just be frank with it.
What
Yeah. Be
other
frank. That's all I care about,
Yeah.
honestly.
what other like artist? Because you're part of the new generation that's coming up,
Mhm.
right? You're playing at all these underground shows where a
Mhm.
bunch of young kids are,
Mhm.
and you're reaching this new audience. What are some of the DJs and artists that you're working with that have really either inspired you or are showing you a different area where something could grow into mainstream?
That's a really good question, actually. I would say the first person I'm gonna shout out is Eyes Lamar.
Yeah,
He's dope.
he's a cool guy. Met
Yeah,
him. He's
yeah.
a great guy.
He's
Great
dope.
guy.
He's dope. Really, open my eyes a little bit more towards like, you know, I always, I've always called myself like a good person at marketing and stuff like that, but he opened my eyes a little bit more towards like, making things. And a lot of people in the underground talk about this and they want to know more about, how do I go from, where I'm at right now to like, the next level? How do I break through? And I feel like he's given me a lot of like insight into that. Like just seeing his process and, you know, seeing his growth over the past few months, since I met him. We started like we were doing another event with another promoter, and they had like a collab event with his team, Roaring 20s. And then that's how we met, and I started doing events with them from there. And
Oh,
then
wow.
yeah. So we got music coming, all of that. So yeah,
Oh shit, that's just one artist that specifically, right?
that's the person I say I learned the most
The
about,
most
like
from?
what you were mentioning before. Like,
Yeah.
um, who else? Let's see. From elsewhere, I learned about like us going out together and stuff like that. I feel like our group has really taught me about, creating genuine connections and building that, building those connections, keeping those connections. Um, cause yeah, that was really like us going outside and like meeting people.
Yeah.
And then eventually it became people coming to our shows. I'll never forget that first show and the second show. That was the moment we were like, oh shit, like
Was that your made it moment? Was
that
that
wasn't
your
that wasn't my made it
have
moment.
you well I mean one of your notable places that you played at is elsewhere.
Wait,
And
I don't want to say that wasn't my made it moment because that was definitely the moment I felt like I could reach people.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
it made you realize that. What did it make you realize actually?
That like, I could reach at the time. Yeah, that was my made it moment. I'll say that. It made me realize like, cause you do gigs sometimes, or you start off with gigs and it's at like a bar or something like that, and it's calm, but like the energy of having like whatever 200, 400, 600 people in a room like jumping and like
Yeah.
actively responding, or like you do a transition and you're like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that yeah, that's
That's
unbeatable.
something you can't replicate anywhere else.
Word.
Damn, bro.
It's like okay, I don't want to say that, but like it's like the first time it's like, that's that's unbeatable. You wish you could go back to that. It's still great, but yeah, that was crazy.
What about I was gonna say another notable place that you played
Mhm.
is actually elsewhere in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
That whole phone call, the lineup, what was that day like from when you got the phone call
Mhm.
to, playing there and, doing your thing?
Okay. I'll say so that's another example of community. There's shout out to Jazz. Jazz is she has been running event spaces for a long time,
Mm-hmm.
and she also puts on for community heavy. Like she's not like she's not watering down what she does. She has spaces that are open to the community, and she makes they're also 420 friendly.
Oh,
So
really?
so like but they have like younger kids, and they support adults as well too. Monster House is her organization, and they were at 1444 Decob. I met her through a promoter that I used to work with a lot, Nova Kemi. So I was there doing events. Those were some of the latest shows. Those were some of the latest shows. We used to shut that place down. Word. But she's moving into like a new. She has to change spaces. So yeah, if you guys want to go support because she's amazing. She's awesome, and that was actually a fundraiser for them.
Mm-hmm.
So I did that set there. She told me about it. I promoted it and whatnot, and I wasn't expecting when I got there for because I got there and there were performances and stuff like that, and everything was great. The lights didn't do what they were doing until I got on, so
Oh,
I
really?
wasn't expecting that.
Oh.
I got on and I'm playing, and after a while, I start seeing like I was like, yeah. I was like, nah, this is crazy. And then the lights are hyping me, and I guess the cameraman, the guy who was doing the VJ as well, he told me like the music was hyping him, so he was like giving that energy back
Yeah.
because they have like a LED panel behind,
Oh,
so they can do
wow.
visuals. Like there's like a light screen, and then they have like lights above you as well and lights behind you. So I was just like, wow. Somebody sent me a video after, and they were like, "Oh, I'm gonna get a seizure," and I was like, "Oh my
Oh my god, that must have been amazing. I wish I was there. I mean, what's the relationship like with produce not producer, well, DJ and promoter here in the city? Is it mainly like when you're stepping into the game here in New York City, is it mainly you have to build like a friendship with them, or how do you go about that promoter DJ relationship,
god."
booking those gigs?
Damn. Unfortunately for some people, um, it is a friendship thing in a sense,
Yeah.
or it is just your name, like, and it's you'll see it if you like follow certain pages and stuff like that. Like you'll see certain names pop up, and they just like start bouncing around. That happened to me, of course, too, as well. Like I remember somebody telling me like I just saw your name and you just started popping up. And that's what I was saying. Having elsewhere us, coming in. I was around the scene and stuff like that, and I had like my own thing kind of going on. Like I was doing like events at like when I first started. Actually, I forgot to say that. Um, that was also another kind of made it moment. My first gig was at the Metropolitan Museum, and it
At the
was
Met?
yes, it was
At
a
the
silent part.
Met?
Yes,
You were DJing at the Met?
yes,
Was it what the? I mean, I don't know. That just caught me off guard. You DJing at
yeah.
the Met?
It
Oh my
was it
god.
was fine. It was fine, and I did it like more than once. And I did like another corporate event with like Silicon Valley Bank, and I did like events from like people that I knew and stuff like that, birthdays and stuff like that. But if you want to get into like an underground scene, you have to form yourself a little group. Form a group. That's what I'll say. Like that's like because you need support, and often like when you walk in with people, especially if you're a woman or something like that, that's like another layer of protection. If you're a woman, get you some friends that want to do the same thing you want to do. That helps. Unless you're like if you're really confident and like you know what you're about and you can speak up for yourself, you should be fine. But you avoid a lot of problems when people know like she rocking with this, that, and that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
With this, that,
I
the
feel like
third,
that's a protection. Like people be like, okay, yeah, and then it's not even worth it.
Power in groups.
Yeah,
You gotta be bold.
you gotta be
Yeah,
bold.
yeah, you can't be no bitch.
You can't. Yeah.
Yeah,
Don't be pussy. But if you pussy, still do it.
yeah, facts.
Just
No,
keep going.
Well, that's what
Eventually,
made you. That's what gives you. Makes you courageous, though.
Word.
You gotta push through being a pussy
To be
to
honest,
get what you want.
if
Yeah.
you are
Word.
a pussy, pretend like you're not a pussy. Basically.
There you go.
Fake it till you make it. That's what.
Word.
Yeah.
um, the another key point you said, if you're a woman, you're a girl DJing in New York City.
Mhm.
Is
All
it difficult?
factual.
Is it difficult? Huh?
I said all factual.
Of actual?
Word. But
Is it how? What would you say to all the other girl DJs that are out there?
I feel like New York is progressive.
Progressive?
So I from like going other places and seeing, not even like necessarily getting it. Like other places have been cool. Like I've met people but I'm just like I could already tell, like it would be more of a headache here unless you got to make your connections wisely. You know what I'm saying? Or but don't like I'm saying like don't ever feel pressure to like make a certain connection. It'll come with time. Like if you have to put yourself in an uncomfortable situation to make a connection or somebody's making you uncomfortable, I haven't always I haven't always been the best example of that. Like um I kind of ghost. Like when I feel uncomfortable, I just like disappear.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
But
You already had that happen to you where someone or something like a negative experience already?
I'm trying to think of a specific. I've had negative stuff happen, but I'm trying to think of a specific experience with like a promoter, and nothing is really coming to mind right now.
What about with like your surroundings, like around?
Yeah, your surroundings will definitely test you
In what
sometimes.
way did it test you?
Um,
Like one, like or two examples.
damn. Uh, I want to turn this to expose now, but
Damn, yeah, no. Stay out of politics.
No, we can turn off the cameras. We're not gonna tell anything about anything.
well, yeah, nah. It's just like okay, so I won't make it specific, but
Yeah.
like, so somebody may make a comment or something like that,
Yeah.
and it's like something that you're like not comfortable with, so you could tell like where their mind is kind of at.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They make like say something suggestive about your lips. You know what I'm saying? And then like not even just like suggestive, like
They'll blatantly tell you.
yeah, you got this and that kind of lips or whatever.
Yeah.
And then and then if you wanna, let's say they offer you a gig or something like that. Do you want to work with that kind of person? Are you comfortable with what they said?
Are they professional?
Yeah.
Yeah. Professionalism definitely comes through in character.
Mhm.
Definitely is something that
Yeah. And when you start, you're just kind of like, oh, I want to do stuff, But it's like, there's spaces for you. There's spaces for you. Sometimes, a lot of the times, it's basic shit that you really don't need. It might be a start, but there are better spaces. There are great spaces.
Yeah.
There's amazing spaces.
Right now, in all the gigs that you're playing at, whose music is having the most impact on the crowd? Like, what tracks are you letting go, and people are just turning up?
Um, right now, 41 is killing it right now. Like 41 is killing it. Like not to make it a competition, but like okay, so when Ice Spice drops as well,
Okay.
her stuff goes crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, 41 going crazy. Like as soon as they hear like the intro to Bent or like yeah, everybody's screaming. I'm like, I got like videos, like it's insane. Like, I'm like transitioning, and they hear that, and they're like, oh, and everybody's like going crazy. You got people moshing to 41 songs,
Oh,
even though it's
shit.
Jersey Club. You got people like shaking their hips.
Jersey
you know what I'm
Club.
saying?
That's. I think that's where it's at too.
Jersey, yeah, Jersey Club is sweeping the nation. Like,
Yo,
and it's funny, like right,
it's taking over.
like almost a year before Jersey Club like started really hitting
Really popping
the
off.
streets. That's when I started getting into it. Like that's when I was like looking at production and stuff, and I was like, this is an energy that I've never seen before. Like I felt like I was taking,
It's refreshing.
yeah, very. It's like it's not just rapping, so it's like, and it's not just, and I feel like you could do a lot with it. Like the crowd's energy could go from moshing to like you could shake ass, you could, and I almost feel like it's giving me like a house music kind of vibe. I feel like I could like use it in a house kind of the
Yeah.
same way like house, like
It sounds
Uh,
versatile.
like bass house,
Yeah.
almost like bass house gives me that kind of energy to jump and stuff like that. I know they're not similar, but I want to compare them in a way. Like
You want to
know,
like you
the
could
energy.
definitely take the energy from like people are just kind of mellow to really high to
Yeah.
controlling, like really controlling a room.
Yeah, like Jersey Club is the bass house of rap.
No, but it's good though, because I mean nowadays, people aren't dancing when you go out to the club. I mean, yeah, there's VIP culture,
Word.
but like honestly, what do you prefer? Going to a club where people are dancing, or
Mhm.
just spinning at a club that it's more of a social gathering?
Oh
You know,
no
people
social
yapping.
gatherings for me. Please.
What's your type of vibe that you like to play at?
No more social gatherings for me, please. I'm begging. If the money's good, I'll go. But
Nah, for real. Nah, that's real.
we gotta make pay rent, but please, festival me, um, like I went to Atlanta the other day too, and
The other day, the
yeah,
little weekend trip.
yeah, like Halloween actually.
Oh
Halloween,
shit.
I went to
Okay.
Atlanta. I went with my friends.
Spooky season.
Yeah, and it was like Rob 41 performing. The energy was crazy. Like like
Where'd
they
you
were singing
go?
his rapper. They were like rapping his lyrics and stuff like that. I went to what Spellman or something, and then I went to like some club. It was very like randomly, and I was like, oh, okay,
Oh shit.
the scene lit.
The scene is lit, definitely. Over here, when you're not DJing, where do you like to go out, or do you not go out at all as a DJ?
I used to go out a lot, and now I am starting to go back out more.
We
Like,
outside.
yeah, we outside.
That's
We're
your
really
broadcast
outside.
channel.
Yeah,
right?
right.
Yeah. What
We
are you
outside.
doing with that? How are you marketing yourself on Instagram and these social media platforms?
I'm about to
TikTok,
just
all
flip
that.
my whole shit over. Y'all gonna see. Tap in with me. You're gonna see.
Yeah?
Flipping it over.
What can we expect?
Expect change. I'm gonna say that. I don't want to speak too soon, but I'm just gonna
Knock on wood. Don't jinx it.
word. I don't want to speak too soon on it, but the plan is okay. I feel like sometimes you get so caught up in like the day to day or like what's happening directly now, you forget the bigger picture of things. The bigger picture is what impact you want to have on a whole. It's not just whatever scene you're in right now. It's not, who are you as a DJ? Who are you as an artist? Who are you as a personality? What do you want to bring to the world? And how are you going to deliver it in like a quality way? And the thing is that doesn't come to you overnight. That comes to you, sometimes you have to lose yourself, sometimes it's mentally a battle. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you have to go to different scenes, sometimes you have to travel, sometimes you have to talk to other people, keep listening to music, keep and like play around. Unfortunately, there's no like I woke up today and I got on and I just found my sound and it's just there. Maybe some people, especially if you learn music theory, but you know, most of the time you still have to play around. You have to try things, and there's gonna be failures and there's gonna be ups and downs. But eventually it'll turn into something bigger, and that's the point where I'm at right now. Like I felt like I went through my, I tried this, I tried that. I focused on what was going on around me, and now I have the bigger vision, like in my head. Like I know what I want to work towards. I know, who I want people to see me as. I know what I want to present to the world, and I actually don't care about like. I know people are gonna perceive it well, but I know some people are gonna be like, "What's going on? What's happening?" And I don't care about that. That's how I know that this is resonating with me, at least for now.
Yeah,
And I want to make that like bigger impact, like with that.
yeah, you really have like you're creating that relationship with yourself
Mm-hmm.
to understand yourself, know what you want,
Yeah.
know what you're gonna show to people,
Mm-hmm.
and know what your sound. I mean, it doesn't come overnight, like you said,
Mm-hmm.
but so far, if I go to a Synthefire set,
Yeah.
well, what am I expecting
Oh, as far as DJ sounds, I feel like I've kind of like crafted that well too. But this is more like for like as an artist.
as an artist?
Yeah.
You consider yourself an artist because you're
Yeah.
going into production?
Yeah. Yeah. And like also I do hop on tracks every once in a while. I never really release or promote them, but I have tracks.
Oh, so you also what do you do on the tracks?
I sing sometimes.
Okay,
I've
okay.
rapped. I have a song coming out with Eyes on his next on one of his projects.
Oh, really?
And we're again, I don't want to say too much, but I got more coming. I got more
You
coming.
got more
Yeah,
coming?
trust
got
the
more coming.
process. Trust the
Word.
process. Yeah.
Jesus.
And I'm trying to make everything like quality. Like I'm ready to invest in.
We're
quality.
tapping into classified files right now.
Word.
You have any questions?
How many questions?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was actually gonna bring up about how you market yourself. I find that incredible too. Just because you're right, the way you introduce yourself, you are a fun personality too. I feel like
Thank you.
regardless of what you're trying to push, what you're gonna turn your whole page into, you can pull it off.
Yeah.
Just because like you're not just like business. Like you post
Yeah.
a bunch of like funny things that I laugh at too. It's like
thank
relatable.
you.
Yeah,
I
like,
always
you're
appreciate
funny.
that. Thanks.
That's why I feel like that's really important. Especially for those that use I'm back to it. Like use the word community very loosely. Like those that think of community as like fans. Like you want to be like likable. And I know
Yeah.
that's not what you're pushing for, but it's also really important. If you are trying to go for fans to kind of like
No,
hide that intention.
I am pushing for.
You're not
You
though.
want
You're not
fans.
though.
You're-
But you're not.
I am like I do.
Oh, you
wanna
are,
Grow. Yeah,
yeah.
I am. That's what I'm saying. Like
So this is where I was gonna say. I was gonna say
I'm gonna
you're
be
pulling
honest
off.
with it. I think a lot of people they say one thing and then they don't.
My bad. I was under a different impression. I
definitely-
was like, okay. In that case, yeah, you're pulling it off. You have a fun personality. People, you're giving more incentive for people to stick around and see what you're capable of.
Yeah.
And I find that really cool.
Yeah, and of course, obviously, like I love, like I've met so many cool people, like just like people who don't even do music, people who do music, people who do all kinds of things in life, and like there is a community here. There's community with me and stuff like that. But I am pushing to become like an artist, So I definitely want to have people that are tapped in because of enjoying the content that I create.
Yeah.
I want to be an entertainer. And I remember, it's so funny. I remember saying that to somebody once, and they're like, "Oh, you want to be an entertainer?" Like, and I was like, "Yeah, that's."
They're just upset that you're actually putting in the work to pursue it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was
Because I feel
way
like
before I started.
everyone has a little spotlight in them and all that.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, we all like to be
Yeah,
in the
we all like to
spotlight.
be.
Like,
Mhm.
bro, I started. I mean,
I did my first vlog on my YouTube channel. It was all right, but I want to be in the spotlight.
Yeah.
There's cameras here. Lord Sunset with SYNTHEFIRE, Alex Kaye, Chica, and Chords and Tempo's motion director Chris.
I got so many
Period.
names, so many alter egos.
That's
Yo,
good.
social
And so many
media, bro.
aliases. It's all right. Untrackable.
Yeah, no, like we were talking about community, fans,
Mhm.
the difference between building a community and just trying to be famous. Like, all right,
Mhm.
Chords and Tempo, when I first started it, it was for me to build up my following as a DJ.
Yeah.
So I approached it like I already had 10,000 fans. But that was the wrong way to approach it. And then met these cool guys.
Mhm.
I was like, "Yo, y'all want to go out to the street, fucking do some videos? We got to do our market research."
Yeah.
And then now it's turning into I still want to do events. I
Mhm.
still want to put on community events, but now it's like it's gotten to the point where it's like we're here to where fun meets, fun meets purpose. Fun has a purpose.
Yeah. And I think a lot sometimes people like they shame the part of the part that is like business oriented.
You can keep talking.
The
Don't
thing
mind him.
working, brother. No.
Wait, what are you? You're
There's no more outlets.
My family's from Grenada.
Oh, Grenada.
Yeah, Grenadian. Um,
I don't know where. I don't know.
Have you ever been there before?
I have a few times now.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, it's
How
gorgeous.
how would you describe it?
Have you
It's
DJ there?
It's gorgeous.
Gorgeous.
Have you DJ'd at
Yes,
any
I
events
did.
there? Oh wow.
Yeah.
What did it have?
What
like,
was that like?
beaches, like?
Beach it was on a
mountains?
beach and people came out and they were like dancing in the sand.
Oh,
My
that's
friend
fun.
some people were lit. Like it was good. It was
How about
fun.
the food? How's the food there? I always love food.
The food's good. The
Oh,
food's
food's
good.
good?
Yeah, get you some oil down,
Oh.
and certain people know how to make roti over there.
Clip
Oh,
that
yeah.
chat. Clip
What
it.
is
Clip
your
it.
What
Clip
is
it.
your favorite food? I like a burger. McDonald's. Do you like Italian food?
I like Chinese. I like Thai food a lot. I like Caribbean food. I like rotis, doubles, aloe pie. I like
Do you think food affects you? Affects your mood?
yes,
If you have good
Yeah.
food, or you perform good. If you have bad food, would that affect your mood?
yes, because
Yeah.
the itis is real.
Oh yeah, definitely.
All right,
The
this is
itis
this is
real.
like a weird question. Have you ever had to like really use the bathroom really bad mid set?
What?
like how do you like approach that? Do you just like power through it?
Like I have Pepto.
Let's see. I'm trying to summon a
Do you just let a song play and like
let's
sneak
see.
out and then like sneak back in, or
There's usually other DJs around you,
Oh,
so
yeah,
that
sure.
ends up being. I remember my friend did that once. Like, he left me on the set. Um, but I've had. Oh yeah. There was a time where my set was coming up, and I went to use the bathroom, and there was a line. I was like, oh my god. And it was one of those big rooms, like
Mhm.
warehouse type rooms, packed. So I was, excited. Um, so a bunch of girls came and they're like, and I had to really go. So usually I'm like a lenient person. Like
Yeah.
I'm very lenient, I'm very chill, and I plan to be that way forever.
That's just your vibe.
yeah,
That's
like
just who you are.
I'm not lenient. I like to get stuff done, but like I like to be chill around people. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like if you gotta go and you say you really gotta go or something, I'll go. I'll let you go. But I had to go, and then my set was starting, so like the anticipation, I really had to pee, and some girls came up and they were like, oh, our friend really has to go. Can and they went in front of me. They didn't say anything. As a matter of fact, they didn't say anything. They went in front of me, and then when I was like, hey, y'all can't do that, they're like, our friend really has to go or whatever, and I was like, but I have like a set starting and I really have to go as well. I think somehow they ended up going ahead of me,
Oh man.
and then they were like asking me. They were like, "Yo, what's your name? What's your name?" And I was like, "SYNTHEFIRE. Like, do you need confirmation that I'm on the bill to let me go?" And I'm like, I was standing here like in the line. I was like, "Oh my god,
permission to use the bathroom? That's crazy.
that's crazy." I was like, I gotta prove that I have a set. I was standing here.
May you use the bathroom?
Yo, you should be like, if you don't let me buy, I'll piss right here.
Yo,
He's the only one that I think would even try to do that.
type shit. Sometimes you gotta run out and pee on the street. Like,
Yo,
Yeah,
God.
just empty bar, just start stripping down to your wife beater and some heart boxers
Word.
mid
Yo,
house set and just
all right.
piss on the floor or something. You know?
All right, look. What
wait,
wait,
you
I
know
booked
something? I didn't register the fact that Ish really had.
Shout out DJ
I-
Ish, incredible
only-
set by the way. I
Word,
love
crazy
DJ
set,
Ish.
crazy set.
I know we're starting a new recording, so we should give some context.
But tell me how-
Started with a sweater, ended up with a tank top.
all right,
saw
so
the
your
tank top.
experience with all right, we threw an event house heavy at the fucking beginning of the what was it, like summer?
Like end of summer,
summer.
beginning of autumn. Beginning of
Yeah.
autumn, it was like 2 months ago. Incredible sets from SYNTHEFIRE and DJ Ish. Incredible. I
You can
thought they
say
were
sin
good.
too, because I know SYNTHEFIRE is a mouthful.
I'm just
Everybody
trying to be
struggles, right?
respectful. That's it.
Yeah,
All right,
everybody
Sin.
says sin because it's easier. It's
Oh
easier.
my god. But what was your experience coming over to Connecticut? Even
That
for
was
a
fun.
small crowd, big room, but
It was fun. It was beautiful. Like the setting was beautiful. Um, the train ride was mad smooth. Like, I just hopped on the train. I came mad early. I'm not gonna lie. I was there for like an hour or 2 hours before y'all came.
Oh, shit.
I was at the water, by the water.
Oh,
just sitting
word.
there chilling.
Oh shit.
Was
You
that
didn't say nothing.
Was that therapeutic?
No,
too?
I was just sitting. Yeah, it was
very
mad
relaxing?
chill.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
I was
It's,
like,
it's like why older people do it all the time.
Yeah.
I mean, I
Yeah.
do it.
They find peace within them.
I am
Shadow to this day. What the hell?
Sit there, feed the pigeons, feed the ducks, geese.
I'm a water sign, so I like water.
Yeah,
I
go
like
there
I
with
love
a-
I like sitting around water
Yeah,
and
me
just like
too.
watching it. And
with
shit.
a fat ass blonde.
Where
Yeah,
there you
no,
go.
yeah.
I don't even,
Who
but
is
like
Nico now?
I do a lot.
2023.
I don't.
Keep up, but like, what the hell?
I don't even be high,
do
but
you,
I like
do you
doing
go
shit
on the
that
decks?
Yeah,
Do you
yeah.
go
high
on the
people do.
decks like when you're DJing
Mm.
sober, or
I
do
be-
you
I
like
be
to be
sober.
bent? You know, a little bit.
I be sober, bro. When I first started, I used to be like, yo, I walk in the club, even just to socialize. I walk in the bar. Let me get a Red Bull with Henny. Yes, let me get a Red Bull with Henny, and then we get to go. We get to go.
Go to drink Henny.
Henny and Red Bull. That used to be. I was tweaking. Like, who does that?
No, honestly, what the hell?
I forgot what page it was, but there's this guy on like Instagram and TikTok, and like he devotes his entire page to finding out what you can mix with Henny to make it go down easier. I don't know
Oh,
if you've
wow.
seen him, but like apparently it was like a specific like bless you. I don't know if that was a sneeze or not.
No, it's okay.
There was like a specific you know what it was? The Caprice, the lemonades.
The Capri Sun.
Caprice.
Sun?
What are they called?
Capri
Capri
Sun.
Sun, the
Capri
powder.
Sun.
Capri Sun.
No, not Capri Sun. Like the Caprice's lemonade, like the glass bottles, like the big colorful joints that you get at like the gas stations and all that. Like the big
Like the Joe's lemonade?
Caprice. Hold on, let me see if I can Google
Cow
it.
piss.
Cow piss, bro.
Oh, Calypso.
Calypso.
Oh,
yeah.
Calypso, yeah, yeah,
Yo,
yeah.
that's
Oh
a
no, I
that's
see
a
a lot
hood
of people.
fave,
Yes,
bro.
it is.
That's
It
a
really
hood
is.
fave.
People love getting
I love
Calypso to mix with their
Calypso.
drinks.
Yeah, just for
They be getting a blue one and
Yeah.
the,
just
the lemonade.
you know, shout out Calypso. We'll put in this one
Yo,
too.
we need a
I drink
sponsorship.
it straight up.
Sponsorship, please.
Shout
Please
out
send us a
Calypso.
lifetime supply of Calypsos.
That's the word.
Shout out to Calypso.
So
Can you sponsor our
Nah,
part?
shout
Like,
out
can
to
we do a party
Hennessy.
and you sponsor? Like, what's the word?
yeah, Calypso party.
Somebody I
We'll
know
do
actually
lemonade.
got a
Have you worked with any
What's
sponsors?
what's that brand? Life Water.
Death Wish.
No, it's like it's in a can. It's canned water. It's nah. It's called
It is like a
Is it like
big
some
one.
moon water?
damn.
Death Wish water, right?
Nah. It's a canned
Sudden
water.
death with the instant death. What is it called?
Sudden death would be crazy.
Liquid death?
Liquid death. There you go.
Liquid death. Oh, I
Sudden
found it.
death.
I found it. Sweet. We found it.
Yo,
Liquid
sudden
death.
death needs a what's the brand? Damn, I forgot again.
What? Wait.
The water
Liquid
brand. Liquid death.
Liquid death.
Imagine liquid death and sudden death.
What's
Team
wait?
up.
Collab?
Sudden death is
Big
artist.
word collab.
Yeah,
That would be crazy.
that'd be crazy.
So
But nah, there was a party I went to, and one of the parties I did, I think they had a liquid death sponsorship or whatever, brand deal, something. They had like boxes, sheer boxes.
Yo, you worked a lot with Xerxes Mafia. I went to one of their
Yeah.
parties. That's the reason I mentioned it. It was like, I thought it was incredible. I thought it was great.
Yeah.
Are they one of your favorite promoters to work with, or who do you like to work with now?
My favorite promoters to work with. My favorite promoters to work with. Damn.
top three.
Top
three.
three.
Yeah. Why is it the professionalism? Is it the bill, like the lineup that's on there, the location? Who has the most fire
Okay,
locations?
I just did a party with Lord Scorpio.
Okay.
She's great. She's great. She
Shout out Lord Scorpio.
Yeah, shout out to Lord Scorpio. She's easy to work with, you know. Oh, Project 6. Project 6. Shout out to Project 6. Definitely top tier. Like, they stand on business, they get it done. You know what I'm saying? Communication is great. Love it. Who else? Monster House. Monster House
Shout
as
out
well.
Monster House.
Monster House and Jazz.
We got JRZ, the
JRZ.
cameraman in front of the camera now.
Yes, sir.
Chica
Period.
He got
stepped
mad
out. I think he
questions.
greened out or something, but it's all right.
You're not coming back into the stuff.
Oh wait, just to finish the Calypso conversation. So apparently, it's just the viewers can try this out. If you put lime or cucumber Calypso with Hennessy, it's supposedly like incredible together. That's all I just want to put out. I'm sorry.
That sounds very balancing.
Keeps the body refreshed.
Yeah. You see, you got a little healthy, a little damaging. You know what I'm saying? Mixed together.
You won't feel.
Or
the
you guys see
secret.
those guys? That guy that does like those gigantic like cocktails for like no
Oh my
reason.
God, yeah.
He's like fruit punch, apple juice, Grey Goose, and like pours like the
Oh,
whole
you're
thing
talking
in
about the
there.
guy at the bar?
Yeah, the bald guy.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
He's funny to me. 'Cause, yo, I love reading
What
the
does he
comments
do
'cause
with all
people be
that?
like, yo, y'all gonna get the shits with this one or y'all gonna get diabetes. Nobody's drinking the whole thing. He, I hope he's not
That's
throwing it away.
that's what gets Sin
If he's throwing
offer
it
set to
away-
use the bathroom. Yeah.
If he's throwing it away, that's terrible. But I hope he's like throwing parties or something after.
Yeah,
I
like-
doubt it because they're like daily uploads, like 3-4 times a day.
True. Who the hell is drinking that?
That shit's going down the drain, or he's tanking it. I
His
don't
poor
think he's
liver.
taking it. Yeah.
His poor liver, bro. But
He probably
Fix
has the
it,
money
fix
for
it.
like an extra liver, if anything.
wow,
Wow. Yeah.
that's a good consideration.
Yeah.
You know what you get? You gotta find what you love and let it kill you.
Such an
Lord
answer.
Sunset introducing. This is.
Hello, my name is Brian, aka
Yeah.
the videographer behind today's episode.
Woo!
Yeah.
Listen, hit him up, guys. Best photographer in New
don't
York
say
City,
it, I
Connecticut
swear,
Station.
don't say it.
He hit him up for headshots,
Oh
back
my
shots, all kind of
God.
shots. He is the
Yo.
best photographer nearby. All right.
Anyways, nice to meet you.
Nice meeting you as
I
well.
was supposed to be there at
My
our first
manners.
event
Nice to meet you too. I'm
with-
sorry.
with
I met you before.
Yeah, but I mean like
Yeah.
on the podcast. Apologies.
Wait, for the camera.
Nice to meet you too, Chris.
Nice meeting you guys.
Yeah. Fix
Sorry,
it.
wrong
Yeah.
hand. I'm sorry.
Uh,
Sorry, this next step is weird.
there we
But
go.
I was gonna say like it's nice meeting you. I was supposed to be there with the team for our first event in Soho
Mhm.
Bar, but I wasn't. I was in Chicago. But they told me that you killed it,
Thank you.
and low key wish that I had the set recorded. I would love to listen to it, but they said he played some bangers.
Can we
I
do?
can
Could we
actually
possibly
send
do
you
a Sin?
A set
um,
that's a little bit similar to it.
Can we do a Sin boiler room set? Is that something you're open to? A boiler room set?
Oh, well, actually, I would love to do Boiler Room. What? Like what?
Ooh,
Yeah.
if you're a
Yeah.
DJ, you're,
That's
I
like
mean,
the
for
honor.
me,
That's
yo,
like the DJ Grammys, basically.
yes, that is.
Word. But nah, I'm doing on December 11th. I'm doing
Oh, okay. Plug it in. Plug it in.
Plug it in.
on
clip that,
December
clip that.
11th. I'm doing X Pizza. They just had a launch with Mischief.
Oh.
Dirty Magazine just had a launch with Mischief, and it's like to celebrate that. So, and I'm bringing
Question: Mischief, the same guys that made like the giant
boot.
like boot.
The red
Okay.
boot,
Okay.
yeah.
The Astro boot.
I'm bringing a guest DJ on as well too. His name is Refilled, and he is from Jersey.
Dope.
Yeah, he's from Jersey, and I'm just gonna. It's only a 30-minute set, but I'm gonna try to like pack it out and like try to record it in like a boiler room type style, like hype it up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I want it to be fun. I want it to be a lot of fun.
That's
So
awesome.
yeah, and like I want everybody who's there to be able to have like content. You know, to take away some content from it
Yeah.
as well.
That's pretty dope.
So yeah.
I was like so tight because I was like fuck, like he brought this DJ from New York but I couldn't be there, like I was supposed to be there but my flight got delayed, and then
Oh,
I was like
damn.
fuck, damn team, I'm not gonna be able to make it.
That happens though sometimes.
Yeah.
Honestly.
I was busy giving back shots in Chicago.
Yeah.
How was that experience of like throwing your first party?
Oh,
I'll turn the attention to you first.
Yeah.
Oh,
All
yeah.
right. So.
Or was that your first?
It was and it wasn't. Like, I'm gonna tell you right now, I failed so many times before I got to that point. I tried to finesse some money off of Brian. Nah, not really finesse, but I'd be like, yo, let's do this. I'll like, let's do this. But he gave me his trust to do the event.
Mhm.
And also I got trust from my family. I asked my family, I was like, hey, like, I'm throwing this event. I need a sponsorship.
Mhm.
You know, bless it with some cash. Got some cash for the advances that I did. A little bit of cash for the promotion
Mhm.
from partner here, Brian. And it was also shout out DJ Brew. I have an interview with him, but I haven't released it. But it was a lot of moving pieces, and I honestly, at the time, looking back at it, I was really impatient.
Mhm.
So really impatient. So I think because of all the trying to do it fast and thinking there was a shortcut to success, I didn't do it the best that I could. Even though I mean I thought it was great,
No,
but I was just so nervous because I was like nobody's gonna come into the door. I think I put that energy out, and then I couldn't even enjoy it. when you guys were playing your music. It was definitely a learning experience.
Mm.
And after talking with Luke McDoozy, an interview I just did, and connecting with other promoters and some club owners,
Shout out Luke.
shout out Luke. I learned like patience is gonna help me in the long run, and also finding the right places to earn your money. Because some like on some real shit, like greed also can play into that, because I think when you're really hungry for something, like I was itching to do that fucking first event, because we threw yeah, I swear to God, it was like
Yeah.
a crack fiend trying to find his next fix. But
I've been
Itching
there.
for it, itching
I
for
have been there.
yo, and like we did like a little beach party.
That event.
Yeah.
The hideout event.
For the mini community that's out there. And I mean community not in terms of fans. I have a bunch of friends.
Yeah,
Just to
and,
clarify.
Yeah.
he helped me do it. He helped me do it. He was DJing. I was DJing. And after that high, I was just like, bro, we gotta go. We got this momentum. But we really didn't have any like a true platform or true amount of people that would really be like, yo, I fuck with you. You have enough goodwill with me that I'll go out to your event.
Yeah.
Yeah. How do you honestly?
That's a good. Yeah, I just wanted to bounce off of what you were saying. Like, build. That's what I'm saying. Building everything starts with a community. So, like, you need a community. Everybody needs a community. I have a community. Like, everybody should have a community, and you grow from there. You know what I'm saying?
Very true.
But you should at least be tapped in with your community. But
Yeah, definitely.
I've done the same thing. I mean, like I would get. That's the thing about creatives. Like, I feel like we get this idea, this wind, and we just want to use it as soon as because sometimes you lose gusto and stuff like that. But when you have it, you really want to make it happen, and like that makes you. Like, I've done stuff. Like, I've just like, I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna send out this money, and I'm gonna offer this person this amount of money,
Yeah.
and just like, you know what I'm saying?
just so that you could do it.
Yeah, because you want to get it done, and you want to do it well.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have this image in your mind as well too that you want to see. I understand that. That's like very frustrating.
Yeah, like I feel like that little, I guess,
Definitely put it like
Free.
right in front of your mouth.
I feel like that event that we did, like even though it was like not like at the door type of thing, whatever, like it definitely opened my eyes to like, okay, like we can get shit popping in Connecticut.
Yeah.
And bring like people together, because there's other people doing it. I guess they for some reason they just know like how to bring the people, or they know techniques, I guess, like club owners.
And they've
And-
probably been like around too.
Right.
That's the thing too. Like, yeah, I've been lucky enough to see some people build their community from scratch. So that's always an interesting thing, like what you guys are doing right now is like the right path. You have each other, and then, you bring in, there's another circle outside of that, and they stay updated with you, and then when they're available, they come out to your stuff, they tell more people,
Yeah,
and they tell more people, and
like the domino effect.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say that's how we got that beach event kind of popping. Because initially Brian and Chris, they just wanted to like go to the beach and just like hit the
Yeah,
decks.
yeah. The original
Buy
plan
some
was
friends.
just like we go to the beach and we'll like record a DJ set, because like we both just wanted a DJ.
mm,
That's
But
all
then,
we
like,
wanna do.
For some reason, it just
Yeah,
turned into, like, a party.
you were like, I was like, why don't we just throw a party?
you should
guys
do more
were
stuff
okay
like
with
that too. Like, I feel like people, in the
That's-
beginning, you gotta do more stuff like that too.
I remember I asked them for permission because I was like, yeah, I know we're gonna do like a cool thing. We're gonna get some drinks, have a little generator, do a little hideout spot DJ set. I asked Brian and Chris. I was like, yeah, I know we're just doing this little hangout together, but like, what if like I invited a few people? They were cool with it. They were like, yeah, let's invite people. Let's make it a chill thing. But I was like, what if we invite people, just more people?
Mm.
So they were cool with it, but I wanted to surprise like Chris and Brian with like all the people I could reach out to, because I'm kind of like a social bug, and in the sense that like I don't have like these guys are like my like I consider them like my best friends, like my closest friends, but it's good for me to be on good terms with other people. Like I bump
Yeah.
into people all the time. I'm cool with hanging out with people, and for me personally, it's important to make time to like give calls to friends that you're tapped out of and all that. Because it's for me especially, because summertime, now that I'm entering like my final years of like college, over the summertime all I had was work and then the creative stuff. But even if you want to maintain everything, just a change in like atmosphere, a change in like environment makes it kind of hard to kind of maintain everything you had before, because you're still trying to like welcome new things in. But I still kind of try to make the time to like hang out with like people I didn't hang out with before, give people like a 30-minute call. Just calling someone, asking how they are, even if you kind of want something out of them, goes a long way.
Yeah.
So
Very
what
true.
happened was that day I personally like reached out to like the people that I worked with. I reached out to friends, and I was like, "Yo, we're throwing this cool party. There's gonna be DJs there. You know, you just gotta kind of fake it till you make it." I'm like, "We're throwing this party."
Oh, we are
There were
DJs.
DJs though.
Yeah.
We are
Y'all are
DJs.
DJs.
But
Yeah.
you know, I talked it up a little
Yeah,
more
you
than
said-
I
you said
needed
quote
to. I
unquote
was like, I
DJs.
talked it up a little more than I need to. I was going up to people. I'm like, yeah, there's gonna be a ton of people there, and then like, but it was kind of like a.
Fuck the promoter. Yeah, damn
So
promoter.
I was gonna say like what I really learned about the community thing, and I'm gonna tie this into the respective collective like the VMA nominee party event that we went to. That was incredible. But what it was that like you just need to like you have to be like lovable by people. You have a fun personality. People enjoy your presence. People are gonna want to like if you reach out to someone like that considers you a friend, maybe not best friend, like I you know, not like life or death situation, but like someone that you're
Yeah.
cool with. If you reach out to them, you're like, yo, come hang out with me. I'm throwing this little thing.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's like more on that personal level, they're gonna be like, yeah, of course. Like,
Yeah.
come through. So that's what I did. I reached out to all my friends. I was like, yo, come to this thing. And even people that I weren't that cool with, I'm like, yo, definitely come through, bring your friends.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, okay, in case it's dead, bring your friends. And it's a Saturday. If it's dead, you guys can leave and just do your own thing after. I'm like, there's no risk there. I was like
Yeah.
trying to make it seem like, okay, there's not gonna be a risk there.
Yeah.
And when I showed up, a few friends showed up too, and it was already fun. Like we got a little Polaroid camera set over there. I was trying to record as much content as I can to make have Brian like make a cool TikTok together. But within like an hour, like we filled up with like 40, 50 people, and it was like our first. And it was like people that like didn't know each other, but
Yeah.
all of us were cool with. So my favorite thing of that event was seeing my friends, seeing the friend groups that I have just merge together like successfully.
Mhm.
Like I'm having friends meet other people that otherwise they would have probably never met
Mhm.
and just like hit it off. And that was like the best thing for me. And then I just love that like mini sense of community. Like to me that was community. It was just, like,
Yeah.
having, like,
That's definitely.
that's the
community.
way I see it as. And I had a great time and all that. And that's what really pushed us to like that for me that was like that moment where I was like, yo, we can do this.
Yeah.
But, you know, back to like Chris's event and all that, the timing was just off. Half the people that were in that event, they went out of state for like school.
Mhm.
And it was just like weird. But nonetheless, I still thought it was a great event, Chris.
Nah, you
I
did a
thought it
great
was
job.
awesome. Again, like this is, you know, to keep pushing the sin glazing. But she
Wait.
did phenomenal. Her and DJ Ish. Like I love DJ Ish's set. I know he loved it too. He was getting really lit to that. It was cool.
I'm
But-
sorry. Like it's so crazy to me. I'm as you guys mentioned the underpants. Now I'm thinking back to the video. I took a video of you guys. Y'all were like,
Yeah.
and now I'm thinking about it. I'm like, oh wow, this man really wasn't his underpants.
he took off his shirt and
How
all
did,
that.
how did he
He
get
was
to
getting
that
lit.
level though? Like the
Oh,
shirt,
no.
I get it,
That's the liquor at that point.
but the
Bro was
pants,
lit, bro. I ain't even noticed. Bro was lit.
What made
Huh?
him so
No,
at
but
home?
I honestly loved his energy. He was really cool.
I did not. I didn't like the way his energy was. I didn't even like.
He
I
was the
saw
party.
it.
He was
and I
what
was
they
like,
needed.
something-
Yeah.
Shout out DJ
Then
Ish.
shout
out
Shout
DJ
Ish. We
DJ
love you.
Word.
We love
Bro,
you.
we love you, bro.
I remember thinking something is different, but it just he was so in his element. I didn't like register like, yo, this man is really in his underpants right now.
Look, bro, he made me. I'm gonna call myself a bedroom DJ right now. He made himself comfortable and let his bedroom DJ side out. You know.
He made himself at home.
For the
Shout out
next
to
the
that
next
boy.
event, let's bring like a robe, some bunny slippers for like the next DJ that comes.
Yo,
Word. No,
what?
they do be having
Pajama
pajama
party.
parties.
What?
Slumber party.
Are you thinking of throwing an event anytime soon?
When my project is finished, probably.
When your project is finished.
Yeah.
Okay, a
Yeah.
project. What?
Process, just a
What's the creative process for your project right now?
Right, like you remember I was talking about like just do.
Yeah.
I'm just doing, but as I'm telling you, man, like as you get older too, like I guess you just realize that like when you're younger, you're like, oh my god, 2 + 2 is 4, and I can't understand it. What do I do now? Like I just won't get it. But then you get it, and then you're like, the more you get things, the more you realize like doing is just the way to get things. That's what I've been doing. Like before, I had so much like I want to say I came from like a place of reverence for music. Like I'll be listening to stuff, and I'm just like, you kind of don't want to mess up, or you don't want to like
You want to do the right thing.
you want to do it right, and
Yeah.
you have like such high expectations for what you're creating. You're just like, how do I grasp this thing that seems so like whimsical and beautiful, or so perfect? And then you realize like my name is SYNTHEFIRE because I've always once I realized like synthesizers were responsible for the sounds that I love the most. I was like, okay, I'm gonna just name myself SYNTHEFIRE. So
that would have been a good question early on. Like, why did you pick that name?
yeah,
So synthesizers.
yeah. I tried to think of a million names, and then eventually that one came to me, and I was like, all right, bet. But I always wanted to learn like, oh shit, the word just escaped me. Oh, I wanted to learn sound design. So
Sound design.
yeah, I've always wanted. I wanted to, as a matter of fact, too. I also wanted to make, and I will eventually do that. I wanted to make like scores, like cinematic tracks. One of my favorite producers of all time. His name is Lorne. He really inspired me. That's when I was like, oh shit, like, besides just like rap and Jersey Club and stuff like that. Like, I was like, that's another side of that I'm gonna explore for
Damn.
sure.
Scores like the ones for movies and,
Yeah, like cinematic
film, cinematic
scores.
scores. Do you listen to classical music, jazz?
I do
What kind of
sometimes.
music? What? Yeah, because I mean that's an inspiration.
I like
Who
jazz.
put you? Who even put you onto that? You know?
So what, like Lauren
Yeah.
and stuff?
Yeah. What got you into? I mean, even thinking about
I got
cinematic
into
scores.
Lauren like, I mean, I would listen to stuff like just like random stuff like Miguel Adorn, like the intro to that song. Like when I was younger, I would just
Oh, I love Miguel.
yeah, I would just keep listening to that over and over and over again, and I would just be like, just sitting there listen to it. Or like Lady Gaga. I love Lady Gaga, like Alejandro or Bad Romance. I would my nanny gave me my babysitter at the time when I was like in kindergarten. She was like, she had like a little iPod, and I was like, she was just like a girl who lived across the street who my mom would leave me with sometimes. And I know my mom probably didn't want me listening to Bad Romance, but I would just loop that song over and over again. I'm like, yo, this sounds so good. And then eventually, Lauren has, I don't know if y'all heard Acid Rain, that one song.
I'm not that cultured.
He's yeah, but that song is like super popular. Like people post it and stuff like that. Huh?
Chance, that's it.
Huh?
No, sorry.
No, not Chance the rap. It's like it's a very synthy song.
Oh.
It's like and I heard it and I was like, that Lego GIF where it's like
yeah.
I was like,
looking into the
yo.
shining light. Like
Yeah.
it was like a shining light into.
yeah.
My
Yeah,
bad. Yeah,
person.
I was thinking about like Chance. I was like, that's right.
No.
I was like, wait a second.
Every time I
what's
look it
up?
up, I be seeing that Chance song. I just never tapped it.
Shout out Chance the Rapper, please sponsor us.
Shout out to Chance.
Give us a chance.
But nah, I would listen to him and then I listened to like, that's probably the only person who I probably listen to all his songs, like almost every like if there's one, it's just because I don't know about it. I've listened to like his albums. Every time I see something new come out, he makes very spacey stuff, but at the same time it's kind of like functional, and yeah, I just love it. I went to see Flying Lotus at Carnegie Hall.
Oh, I love Flying Lotus.
Yeah.
They're so cool. Holy fuck.
I think he's on his label actually. They're on the same label
I
together.
don't know what Flying Lotus is. Do you know what Flying Lotus is?
He's an artist. He makes very he makes like soundtracky music too as well.
They're like instrumental kind of things.
Yeah.
Oh, that's dope. That's what's up. Is it like video game music?
No,
Oh.
it's just
Lauren makes some video game music too.
Yeah. I love video game music.
Yeah. Or
That's
like
why-
just movies. I'll be sitting there. I'm like, yo. This is
Yes,
fire.
he made the intro to, was it Black Dynamite?
No.
No, it was like that.
the Netflix-
anime, the Netflix show.
The Samurai Show.
The Samurai, yes, that's what I was thinking. Yasuke?
Yasuke. Yeah.
Yeah,
there you go.
Yasuke, yeah, that's what I remember him from, because Black Gold like is in like my like rotation all the time with Thundercat. Shout out Thundercat too. I
Yo,
absolutely
Thundercat
love
makes
Thundercat.
good music too. Yeah.
Thundercat's incredible, yeah.
Damn, I gotta tap in then.
Tap in.
Yeah, tap
We
in.
gotta put
Tap
on
in,
Brian.
yeah, put-
It's a podcast
I'm
we
gonna
put
send you like
Brian
a
on.
playlist or something.
Yeah, he just got Spotify too, and I've been linking him all my playlists. Actually, I have like a house music playlist, and like I name my playlist like whatever. Hold on, this is like a tangent I'm gonna go on. Cause so
Cut
this
him
is
off.
like the
Cut him
this-
off.
This,
Cut him off.
this is
Cut
like
him off
my
before he goes. We're gonna hear it for another
yeah.
hour.
This is like the cover art to my
Dream Boiler
playlist.
Room set.
Yeah,
Okay,
Dream
that's-
Boiler Room set playlist.
Dream Boiler.
That's
We
smart.
use Big Moto. Shout out that dog. He's awesome. And then I just have like other playlists called like Mango Pineapple Smoothie from McDonald's and all
Oh,
that.
that's cute.
So for me, I personally love organizing my music based on like moods. So
Mhm.
this is just Mango Pineapple Smoothie. Do you
I
guys
used
actually
to.
like that?
I used to, but now it's like I have a download like playlist of stuff I need to download. That's like 3,000 songs
For your
in there.
gigs right now.
Yeah, that's like everything I probably ever downloaded.
So wait, question: do you bring all of that music to every like,
Yeah,
gig
that's
that you
a-
go
I
that's
to?
keep my
great
music.
question.
Or-
I actually keep my music on
On your
my hardware,
laptop.
'cause,
All right,
yeah,
sick.
I don't play that no more. I don't play like USBs. I play USBs. I use them for like I take the music that I need for CDJs when I have those gigs, but I need to get Tidal or something as well so I can have something like cloud based that I can
Yeah.
tap into Wi-Fi. But I have my music physically on my laptop.
So
Got you. So my question, sorry.
yeah, go.
Do you
first.
bring like so you this is gonna be like a weird way to word it, but do you bring like your entire arsenal when you go up to these
Yeah,
shows?
it's in Serato, so
Okay,
it's just
true.
there. Like it's like I can show you.
I was because like I'm under the impression that
It's
like
there. It's here.
Okay, so
I have
everything.
playlists. I have like so
Crates,
like
crates.
crates.
So
I have
wait.
crates. Yeah, I have crates.
In
out the
situations
ass.
like do you play based on like how you read the room or okay.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, it's very.
You gotta read the room.
You gotta.
What if
really
like what if you're going into like say our the Soho Chris's Soho bar like house heavy event? We were going in like for like a house kind of theme.
Mm.
And say there were other people there too and like the whole crowd. Say would you have derailed from house to
I did.
please like
You did, yeah.
I
she
did.
She
Yeah.
told
I
me
do-
that.
I-
They told me
I-
that they were
so-
just playing other stuff.
And I think you mentioned that you were like, you could include some other stuff because you were talking about like the owner or something wanted.
Yeah,
Something like that, right?
Yeah, yeah. Because
But the thing is, like, I've you know, I was talking about like quality and finding your own lane and stuff like that. I've learned to like, you gotta do for you and you gotta do for the crowd. But you gotta know when is your opportunity to really do for you because you can. There's times, like I wouldn't go to you mentioned Xerxes. I won't go there and be like, y'all gonna listen to this Skepta track, like.
yeah,
I would listen to a Skepta track.
Like no, I might throw it in there, but I'm not just gonna be like, yo, listen, this and then this and then this and this and this. And then sometimes you have to give them something that they understand, like starships or something like
Yeah.
that. And then you could like derail after
Right.
that or like before that and then lead it into starships. And then that's some of the best DJs I've seen some of my friends. I've seen them like introduce a whole new sound into people who were not like the whole rave scene that we have now is because like shout out to Chisholm. He Chisholm and NFS. NFS and Chisholm, shout out to them. They really like, I would also play like some EDM and stuff like that, but they was really like, y'all gonna
listen to this shit.
listen to
Y'all
this
gonna,
shit.
y'all gonna learn
Where-
today.
and that was when we were outside throwing those like huge summer parties and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Throwing those like outside parties with like Nova Kemi. And then SYNTHEFIRE came on the scene and now they have like a great like queer scene going with like raves. Everything is like when you get a SYNTHEFIRE booking, like you can go and you can just play your rave, air it out, like air
Yeah.
out all those stuff that you've been wanting to play, so you can really you could be a pioneer. You don't have to like blend in, but at the same time, yeah, even them, they knew you can't just play like straight dubstep for like
20 minutes.
30 minutes or something
Yeah.
like that. You got to blend it in. You got to give the people what they want. You got to give them what they want.
You gotta
Warm
get
them
that
up-
good
warm it up
will.
to them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you have to.
Very true.
Yep. And I remember Jyoti actually was telling us. I think it was Jyoti. It could have been somebody else who told me this. Like 2 for you, two for them, 1 for you.
Mm-hmm.
That's how she does it. But yeah, I feel like with house you could really traverse and do what you got to do. Like
Is there any more tips that Josie gave you that you're still using to this day? Because who were like the other mentors that have gotten you to this point?
I want to say everything else I figured out myself, but shout out to DJ because we were like that was one of the first DJs that like I tapped in at. We actually have a group together. It's called Unwritten. It's me, it's me and Chisholm. We did a party with Zillions a couple months ago. I don't know if you heard of Zillions. He just did a
Yeah.
performance like 41 too.
That was
as well.
that's a DJ that
The
was at Respective.
Respective, right?
Yeah,
yeah.
he was at Respective. I
I
think.
think.
the black guy with the dreads.
Yeah, he has like locks in the middle.
Yeah. that was him.
Um.
I- I
Okay,
was- I was
okay.
listening to
Yeah.
this mix. Yeah. it's
I
pretty
think
fire.
I know who you're talking
Yeah.
about because
Yeah.
he was. Well, we went to Respective Collective's rave,
Yeah.
The
was
Halloween
DJing.
rave.
Yeah.
And yeah, he was DJing there.
Yeah.
Oh, so you've done know him? Like you've partied
Yeah,
with him? You guys-
we did an event with
what a
him.
Small world.
It is a small world.
Because
It's very
I-
small.
Question. Do you know Tyler too? Tyler? No, Tyler?
Tyler.
Maybe not. Sorry, I'm just trying to
Wait,
see how
who?
I'm just trying to see how small this world
Like
is. That's what it
Tyler.
Nah,
Like
whoa.
I'm a piano, make me
Like, whoa,
sweat.
Ty.
Whoa, Ty, he's a DJ from Respected too.
Oh, okay. No,
Oh, no.
no. I'm not gonna
is.
lie.
Shout
I
out
have
Wotai.
to.
He's incredible. Just shout him out.
Word. No, I have to like expand my. But I.
Maybe.
No, actually, no.
Oh,
I've
no.
never.
Oh.
Man, he's a good ass DJ.
I don't know who this man is. Sorry to this man, but I'm just kidding. But like, yeah,
Take the
I
shout out
have to
back.
meet more DJs. Honestly, I have to like spread out and stuff like that. But I do know a lot of
You do know a lot
I
of
do
people,
know a lot
right?
of people. Yeah, I
That's
did meet
sick.
a lot of people.
That's why I love New York.
Yeah, New York is a
Yeah.
great place to come.
So,
Great
but
place to-
you know, New York's like there's a lot going on in New York.
Mhm.
What do you do to try to like stand out? Because I know there's like a lot of creatives.
what I'm
here.
about to
I'm
do.
hearing other people talk about how saturated it is over here.
I wasn't doing that before. I'm about to. I'm about to really turn up. But I will say the thing that made me different. Something makes
Or maybe not
something
different.
makes everybody different. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I'll say
What
my
makes you unique?
staple
Yeah.
is that before I was really being like, I'm really about like the energy in the room, and I guess sometimes like I don't think people were too used to seeing. That's something I haven't seen. I've seen girls. The girls are really putting on right now, but I don't see any female DJs. No, actually, there's a girl named Rossi Kate. She makes like dubstep or something like that. I see her doing that, but I don't see a lot of female DJs like getting on tables and like jumping over the crowd and shit like that. Like there's artists and stuff, but like I haven't seen it. I'm not sure.
You
But
didn't
like,
do it?
yeah, that's how like really people started knowing me in the beginning because I had like a red afro and I remember one time there was like this rooftop. It was huge. It was like one of those warehouse rooftops.
Yeah.
And before the cops came, but there was like no ledge. Like you could literally just walk over the building by accident.
What?
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Did anyone walk off or no?
No, thank
Okay,
God.
thank God.
I don't know how because people were like moshing and stuff. People
Oh,
were like
holy
falling close
shit.
to the edge.
Fuck
You know,
that.
I stumbled backwards once. Somebody caught me.
I have a big fear of
Crazy
heights. I
times.
would have shat myself just like
Bro.
looking over.
You're on top of a fucking abandoned warehouse.
I get on top of the building. I'm like, there's a whole alchemist circle in the middle. I'm like, yo, what? And then there's like mist and fog everywhere. It was like one of those kind of rainy, misty days, but that was fun.
Some
So I'm like,
aura there.
there was like a little table, and I got on the table and I was just like, this has happened a few times though. Like even at the elsewhere shows and stuff, I
You
would
just throw yourself off the table.
jump off the table.
Yo, what the fuck? Yo, Travis Scott. Travis
people,
Scott vibe.
and people just catch you.
Yeah, like
Have you
some
never had
awkward
like
shit.
a DJ Khaled moment where you jump like in the crowd and like everyone like runs away?
No, because I'm telling you, if that ever happened, I would not do it again.
Oh my
I've
God.
stage dived a couple times and I've never like.
That's what
nobody's
I'm
let me-
scared of. I'm scared of one day, like the one day I'm gonna be like, all right, you know what? Fuck my fear of heights. Let me stage dive. Everyone's just gonna. Like, move
It's
out
a
the way.
real
Like,
fear
get the
though.
fuck out
That's
the
a
way.
valid fear.
Yeah.
I've gotten up there and be
Move!
like, oh, well, actually, never mind. The energy carries you, but you have to like let people know as well too. Like,
Hey, y'all better fucking
but like,
catch
yo,
me.
pull up, or push up. Like you can make it swaggy too. You be like, yo, push up. Hey, push up. Yeah.
Yo,
push
you think
up.
your skills as an MC have? I mean, cause you're also like telling them, yo, come like rave.
Yeah.
Like you're cueing them to do shit, right?
Yeah.
Like
I would say-
orchestrating. Yeah.
Yeah, I say the best thing is like as you DJ more, your natural timing. Timing is everything in DJing. So it's the same thing. I've seen a lot of people get on a mic, or like even with like the volume cuts.
Yeah.
Like they'll just cut at a random point of the song. And I'm not shitting on them. I'm saying like that's just
Definitely shitting on them.
No, I'm not shitting on them at all
That-
because
but
we've
that
all been there.
Chat, is this
We've
real?
all been there.
Yeah, you always.
We
I
have
mean,
all been there.
I mean, I let the music stop while I was DJing a couple times too. You know.
No, I mean they cut it to like get the audience to say something out loud,
Yeah.
but it's like a non-recognizable part of the song.
Yeah.
It's not like a part of the song that anybody would say out loud. You know what I'm saying? Or they get on the mic and they be like, "Let's turn up," but it's not like there's a moment to say it. There's it's the same as it's the same as phrasing. It is phrasing.
Yeah.
You know.
it's like,
So
don't
like
say
all that
it.
1, 2. People be shitting on people for doing that 1, 2.
For those watching that
1,
don't know
2,
what
3, let's
phrasing
go.
is, how would you describe phrasing?
Phrasing is like the reason why you have a chorus, a verse.
It's music.
Yeah, it's like
Music
it's
theory.
basic
Music
music theory.
theory.
Like so yeah, it's like the reason why you feel like things come to a completion and they start again is the reason why a song feels complete and why it can repeat at certain parts. Um, it's a reason why the drop comes at a certain time, and you can feel that in your body as well too, like naturally, even if you don't know what phrasing is or counting beats, you can feel it.
Yeah.
We all had actually kind of have it. But the more you study it and the more you play around with it, the more you know, like, okay, this drop is coming. I feel it coming. Or you've been playing the song so much that you know it's coming. Yeah. So that helps with MC skills, like, or like, yo, oh, I just watched this Boiler Room of like in like London, like with the grime scene.
Okay.
Those MCs. Now I gotta go. Now I gotta go. Now I gotta go over there. I don't even gotta spin. I would go for just for the energy.
Just for the energy.
They're like, DJ mash up the mic, what? And then the crowd is like, what? And then, you know what I'm saying? And they're
Yeah.
like, it's just like they're just rapping, and they're like, I love. First of all, I love grime. I love grime. I love like just like UK rap, basically.
But it's a different energy. Like
Yeah,
But
They
you get
talk
it.
their
It's
shit.
a different energy, but you get it.
you get it,
yeah.
and like they talk their shit, but like in a sense, it's clever.
Mhm.
It reminds me. I mean, like 50 Cent. Like 50 Cent.
Mhm.
Like his music, like it's clever, but it's still talking this shit. Like that's kind of what it reminds me. It's just dope as
Word.
fuck, you know.
Like I love their flows. I love their like the accent with it. It just does something. But like those MCs, they know what they're doing. Even the DJs, you see them cutting out and whatever, and like they really know their timing, and the crowd responds very well to it.
Very interactive, right?
Yeah, very. Yeah, I think it was a Boiler Room actually. I was watching. It was like probably Skepta probably was on it or some shit, but I was watching it and I was like, "Yee-haw, this
Yeah,
is
he's
dope."
fucking. Skepta
sick.
is.
Pink Panthers, Central C, like UK's.
Yeah, I mean Central C. I like Central C. No, I like him. I'm just saying, like, they're just like, but like I can't see him doing that. Like
Like
you
just
know,
MCing.
like MC and like them grime MCs. I can't really see him doing it. I'm not sure. I've never watched his performances before.
Yeah, I know that'd be something.
But nah,
dope.
he's dope though. He made some bangers. He's made some. I just did a mashup of his song, the Splinters, the Sprinter.
You did a
Sprinter.
mashup for Sprinters.
Yeah, like
With
a
what?
I mashed it up with like the treacherous twins from Drake. The melody of that, and then I put like a house beat on it.
Oh, it's so sick.
Yeah. Oh, thank you.
He's a big Drake fan.
I
Big
like Drake.
Drake. You like Drake?
Drizzy Glazer here.
All right.
I don't know why. I used to be a huge Drake fan. I'm still a Drake fan.
As silly as he is,
I don't know.
I love
Something
Drake.
changed lately. I'm like when I hear his songs, they don't sound the same way they used to sound to me. I still love them, but I'm just like they just don't sound the same.
It's just, I think
I'm
it's just a
getting
different
older.
Drake. It's just a different Drake.
I'm getting his old songs, like it just doesn't sound the same.
Yeah.
It sounds like I'm like, what happened to my ears? What's going on?
Any favorite artists right now?
Who's in your rotation within the last week?
Oh,
in my
good question.
rotation?
Yeah, who's in your?
Because
That Pink Panther song with Cash Cobain and
Oh.
Central C, actually, that's big time in my
Yes.
rotation.
Got this
Yeah,
beat
that
from
was really
Cash,
cool.
not from YouTube.
Word. And, yo, I'm gonna work with Cash one day.
You think so?
Yeah.
Project
tomorrow,
Life.
right now,
It's gonna
tomorrow.
happen. It's gonna. Well, let me stop. I don't even know him, but I
You-
think
you
it
can,
will
though.
happen. Yeah. Word. Yeah. Anything can happen.
Yeah, you can have him.
What about his flow, his energy? You know, do you fuck with?
He likes making cute stuff. I like that, and then I like the fact that he like has his like stomp the dun 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 dun. Foot, yeah, I like that. That he pioneered that, and then there's what other artists do I want to work with? I actually have a list written here.
You have a list.
See, because I asked that question because nowadays it's like the question, like a lot of people don't know how to answer. I don't know how to answer it. Like, oh, who's your favorite artist or what's your favorite genre? Because
wanna
I
work
listen
with
to a
Drake,
bunch.
too. Sorry,
What's up?
I want to work with Drake.
Oh yeah,
It's like, yeah.
it's like
wouldn't
you'll
want-
be
yeah.
set. You'll be set. Zach
Um,
Bia,
I want to work with Knock 2. Ice Spice, Nikki, Martin Garrix, Lauren. I almost got a Lauren collab because he was looking for people to. I DM'd him, but my knowledge was not good enough at the time. I would like to work with Party Next Door,
Oof.
Lady Gaga. Um, who else? Oh, well. I gotta say, 41, like Cal Rich and them. That'd be dope too. Um,
Are there any like
I
underground
actually,
artists?
I'll
that
tell
have,
y'all
like-
that I said I wasn't gonna say anything unless something happens. But I went to a panel, like a hip hop panel last night, and I brought Scarlett a beat on a USB, and I gave it to her. So we'll see what happens. We'll see. We'll see.
That's cool. You just handed it to her.
Yeah, I just handed it to her. I was
Wow.
like, "Yo, I got some." She was saying that, like, she was talking about, she wants to do more music and she wants to, talk her shit. And I was like, "I got some for you to talk your shit on."
Damn, I like that. You just said, "Fuck it, here, take
I
it."
was like, "Yeah, fuck
Yeah.
it. Here the USB."
Yeah. Damn. We
Syn-
might
a
get
little
track.
synth sampler. A little sampler.
This is what people used to do back in the day.
Yeah.
With like what they had. See,
Yo,
CDs, right?
yo,
CDs,
yo, Jay Z,
CDs.
let me rap for you. Jay.
yeah, word.
Yeah. Oh, I love those videos because it's
Yo,
like
500,
people would just do
500,000.
like an awful, sometimes good, but most of the time like awkward, awful like freestyle. And like I can see that the artists are doing it too is just trying their best to be like nice about it. So they're popping their head, they're
They're
nodding,
like,
and
What-
then it's like
People do that to me all the time.
No.
But with
Wait,
music,
what?
Yeah,
What do
people
they
do that
do?
to me. And my thing is, always want to be, like, I get it. I respect the hustle. So, sometimes I would play their shit. But I remember this one time we was outside and somebody came and they were like, "Yo, I have a song with, who was it, Tata or like they had a song with Tata." So I was like, "Okay,
Oh,
that's
word?
cool." I was like, "That's dope. Send it to me." Um, they didn't have a way to send it to me, first of all. And I was like, "Okay, I'm not gonna play it right now. I'm in the middle of a set." And, like, send it to me. I take people's music. I let people can send me whatever. And, I do play people's music and I send them videos of me playing it. But he wanted to argue with me. He was like, "Oh, that's why when I get up, you gonna be you gonna wish you had played it or whatever or whatnot." And I'm like, "Bro, I'm telling you to send it to me. You don't have a way to get it to me right now. I have AirDrop on this laptop. If you wanted to AirDrop it to me, you could have. So you want me to materialize this song, and then I don't even know what it sounds. I'm telling him, I'm like, I don't know what it sounds like. I'm in the middle of
Never
a set.
met you.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm down to connect. I'm down to, and I'm like, just like that, you just ruined the whole
The whole vibe.
opportunity. Like, if you didn't need me, you wouldn't be asking me, And I'm like, if it was an opportunity for you, I was down to help out. Like, I'm here for that, but you just ruined the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a way. Also, like, just shout out to anybody who's, hustling and stuff, but just approach people, like, nicely. Like, there's no reason to be like a dickhead about it.
very true.
And or like even some shows, like, stuff is happening, the organization of the order of the artist is not, there. So like 50 people telling me that they're next, and then they're like arguing. Like, don't start arguing with me. Don't that please, like, don't go up to your DJs and start arguing with them. That doesn't make sense. Talk to the promoter, talk to the organizer, or talk to, even if the DJ is the organizer, you can ask or something like that. If it's an open mic type of situation, I'm not saying, like, we booked you and this is your time or whatever. But, like, there's a way to do it. And the nicer you are, you could be consistent, but just be nice about it. The more likely they'll be like, "Yo, I'm gonna just slip your music on next," or something like that. But if you're being a dickhead about it, you're probably gonna get thrown out. So it doesn't make sense.
True.
Just mad headache. Some people, like, really didn't understand. They're just like spitting in your ear, talking mad loud. You're like, "Damn, my eardrum busting." Like, damn.
I feel like some people don't get it because, like, when you're behind the decks, like, for me at least, the one thing that's like, I'm like, yo, I don't know. Sometimes I'm like, damn, I don't know what to play. There's like 30 seconds left,
Mhm.
or it's like I'm trying to just really like make a really good mix to see like what I can do in like my prepare list in Serato and stuff like that.
Word.
Yeah,
Like,
and-
you are focused. You're doing something. You're
Right.
actively. You're listening. You're transition. You're
Yeah.
trying to transition. You're reading the crowd. So you wouldn't walk up to a rapper who's rapping and be like, "Yo," it's the same thing.
For real. What was Oh, this is one of my last questions.
Oh snap!
Yeah. What would you say to your younger self? I mean, you're young right now,
Wow.
but look at them.
what would you say to the sin that was scrolling through page for page?
Oh
on
fuck!
Google,
Yeah, hold on.
looking
Yeah,
for-
Ask that question again. Ask that question
what would you
again.
tell that young sin who was scrolling to the 18th Google page looking for those like free programs here in New York?
I would tell her like, yo, you said you want to do production, do fucking production, man. Like it don't just start off on DJing and then, and also just, be willing to don't get caught up in your head like stuff is going to happen and you're going to have a lot of stuff to deal with and stuff like that outside of music, but don't let that, don't let that get into your head when it comes to like talking to people, or don't let it affect your relationship that you have with, that you already built with certain people. Just, like, even when you're anxious, just breathe through it and, focus on your production, because really, like, I think I think I'm like supposed to be, and I probably wouldn't have gotten it immediately, because like this journey to finding out what kind of music I want to make and stuff like that, I always, I'm thinking too much. I was like, I want it to be different. I want it to be lit. I want it to be received well, and stop thinking about reception. Think about who are you, you know, think about what do you want to bring to the table, and just because you're not good at something in the beginning, you're not going to hop on a mic the first time and make the most amazing track that sounds like it needs to be on the radio. We're not going to hop in the studio and make the most amazing track, but keep learning, and don't just learn, don't just like understand, because like I learned a lot. I knew how to do everything in theory, but you have to play around with it too as well. So just keep playing around with it, because ultimately this is a creative field. Yeah.
Another question. Was there ever a time in your career where you like faced immense doubt in yourself and whether or not this was the route you should have went? And if there was, like, what did you do to like overcome that?
It never, well,
Or if you didn't overcome it, what are like the motivators to keep you pushing through?
yeah, there's gonna be times where you may have thought you got past it and then it comes back. But I think I'm past the major part of that. Regardless of what happens, I'm really grateful for everything that I've done already. And that helps me a lot, because I'm like, okay, yes. Sometimes you forget, like, you get so caught up in what you're trying to do that you forget like what you did was actually something. Um, so there's that, and the doubt, the doubt mostly comes from being like, okay, I don't think, because I'm this or because I'm that, I don't know if I'll be received well. I don't look like this, or I don't bring this and that to the table. You can become whatever you want, and also, as long as you know what you're about, there's gonna be somebody that fuck with you. You know, you know what you're about. People are gonna appreciate it. Somebody's gonna appreciate it. So sometimes there's nothing you could do about the doubt. There's nothing you could do. There's nothing. There's nothing that's gonna make it feel better. You literally just have to suffer that pain through and just not stop. So if you like, just root yourself in that like idea of like, okay, I have this goal. This is my goal, and I said I want to do it, and I know I'm not feeling it right now. I know I'm feeling like trash. I remember one time. Actually, this is the perfect example to answer that. I remember one time I shout out to We Are Five. They're a collective that puts on for artists in Brooklyn, Brooklyn, Queens, Bronx, New York. Um, but I did an event for them, and as I was playing the artist music, the files like were corrupting. The files were corrupting. Like, I think it was really hot in there as well, and there was like a lot of weed and stuff like that. So my laptop was like doing stuff that I've never seen it do before. Like, I would try to play the file, and I think also the one of the artists sent the file in the wrong,
Like
like,
format.
yeah, like they sent like a wrong bit rate or something, and it couldn't read it. Serato couldn't
Oh,
read it.
damn.
So I don't think it was my fault eventually, but it was nerve wracking. And at the time, I didn't know enough about like staying calm and just you know deflecting. You gotta learn how to, if you're gonna do stuff with artists, like it's better to have something playing than silence. You gotta
Yeah.
make do. But it bombed in my mind, at least. It bombed so bad,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like depressed for like a week.
Oh wow.
That was so sad. I was like, oh my god, nobody's gonna want to work with me again. I just ruined my reputation, and I can't believe this. And like, that was so bad. I can't believe this happened to me. Like, why would that happen to me? It must be a sign. You
Yeah.
start
Yeah,
you
yeah.
start seeing signs and everything. Like, oh my god, maybe this means I can't do it. Nah, it's just one day. And I did an event with them again, and it was perfect.
There you
It was
go.
perfect.
There you go.
They booked me again. You know,
Yeah.
life goes on. You know,
Right.
but there's gonna be those moments, or maybe they won't for you. Hopefully, I'm not wishing that on you. But if there are those moments, you know, you remember, if you have a family member you care about, or you know there's a certain stage you want to touch before you die, you know there's a certain impact you want to have that's greater than that moment, and you have to like tap into that.
Remember the real reason you started.
Right, basically.
Wow.
Yeah, that'll hold you through.
That was impactful.
Thank you.